Alright guys, welcome back indeed. So we started this one off with a trade. I'll show you exactly what we bought, but I had to whisper so many people. Sometimes it just takes a long time, so I figured let's just start it off once we finally get the item, and I'll show you exactly what we got. So we got a new amulet, so we're good with this. We'll tell them thank you, and we will go back to our Act 9. So here's what we searched up. So I had to look up a lot of different items. The one I ended up settling on is the one that I just bought, and so here's what it actually had on it. What was his name? Oh, he's Dead Man. Okay, so it was this one right here. So what I did is I looked up any amulet with an enchantment. I did maximum buyout price 2 Chaos Orb. There was nothing in the one category that I wanted. I wanted something that had flat life, increased life, and you can get flat life technically with like it having strength as well. That's one thing that can roll on it. The strength still helps out with just requirements of certain things, but I also wanted something that had intelligence. There wasn't anything really that gave me like any intelligence enough to use my elemental weakness that I had at that current level. So I had to buy a new one in order to actually use it, because otherwise I don't have the intelligence required at the moment. I can, however, put one skill point node into intelligence, which is something I'll do because it's going to actually help out. Just for like one level, I'll run it as the one that I didn't have. But make sure, again, you select that it has an enchantment. And again, to look up what the enchantment does, go on the wiki. Some of them won't show up if you just type it in. Like some of them will have the anointment. Like this one over here is Divine Fervor, which is way over here. And you'll see that I have it. Like it'll give me that because that's what the enchantment is. So it gives me extra melee, crit strike trance. Can't make use out of it. It's just for that increased attack damage and then the strength and intelligence. So technically it still gives us intelligence, just not the amount that I want. But it increases our life. It's just that there wasn't really anything else that was in that category that had the int. But we'll get something way better later on. It'll cost a lot more. It'll have like way better stats. It's just this amulet was way too old and it was bothering me. So now that we've had a small little upgrade over here, we can also maybe upgrade our belt with something that has life. I don't want to sit too long in town just kind of like buying stuff. Our damage is totally fine. It's just I also want extra survivability, and we will get some more survivability later down the line. We'll probably end up dropping these rings to get some 2-stone rings. I'll start picking them up. The ones that have fire and the lightning resistance is the one that we're trying to shoot for. So let's go ahead and continue now. So we just started Act 9. So in order to exit over here, we actually just go over to the top and we go to the descent. So we've got 2 skill point quests, and then we have 1 of the ascendency quests or trials that we gotta complete. Oh, we didn't walk through this thing. Oh, another map, nice. So we got chest as the first reward. But yeah, just unfortunately there isn't really anything. Sometimes the delirium can go into like other areas depending on the tile set.
Poor corrupted creature. My mana is gone.
So we're still on chest. We'll hopefully get. Oh, it's a weapon on the next one. Let's see. I think this will... Oh, this still continues. Wow. Awesome. I thought it was going to end off that one. You can mess around with that if I happen to have the correct sockets for it. I think... I know, you know what? We're using Tornado right now. So we cannot. I think this one will 100% end the delirium. So we'll actually go back just so we can get our rewards. But this amulet will give us more life, which is nice. The 10%. There was a few other better ones, but I tried whispering so many people and I got no responses. It's just a lot of people at this point probably are just AFK. They fell asleep. The computer's left on. Ooh, that guy hit me for a lot. We're able to bounce back really fast. But we'll get a much better belt that has life. This guy's super tanky. Okay, we're good. Let's just end it. There's not enough monsters to benefit.
Look at this guy.
I got a cluster tool now. Maybe we can get a better amulet. All right, let's go ahead and see. I don't know, it gives me all elemental resistance. That's what I would kind of look for. I probably could have just gotten one instead of getting it to have the life and like asking it for it to life. I could have just got plus 100 like life. Probably got something much better, but it's fine. Like it's such a small amount of currency that I had like throw 2 chaos orbs into it, and I specifically want the Whispers of Doom. Like that one is just the enchantment to get. We can also get cost freeze early on for relatively cheap. But I want a 6-link armor early on. But yeah, Whispers of Doom is one of the most expensive things to anoint. Because it costs gold. So you can put any passive on the tree on an amulet. Any of the like bigger notables, you get to pick one. There's an item that lets you pick 3. But it's probably going to be super expensive. I don't know if anyone even has it now, because it just came out too. And some items are super rare in PoE, and it takes a couple days for even the best players to even get one.
I'm not up to that just yet.
But yeah, when our damage starts to fall off, I'm going to maybe swap off of the cold if I need to. This is a new mechanic that we haven't shown off. It is the Syndicate mechanic. The Betrayal League is what it was called. But what you do is you can break these doors. You know, break all just shoot everything. It's fine. Most of the things will do it for you. There's usually someone in here. Where's the person that's in here? Oh, he's just right here. So you kill him, and then everything will be broken. So if we bargain, we basically save him. We can get like better loot, or we can. Oh wait. Oh, interrogate, I think, is the one where it locks him up for a while, or we can bargain and get an item now. And there's usually items that drop that are veiled items. I guess, I thought they were guaranteed to drop at least one. It's fine, we'll mess around with the mechanics maybe a little bit later. Is there a Stormblade thing in here? Let's see. I think we got it right. Okay, we got the Stormblade. We'll just go up from here. I guess we didn't get the waypoint. I kind of want the waypoint though, because we will have to come back here. Because yeah, we're gonna go this way. Because right now, if we go over here, it's blocked. Go. There's the waypoint. Now we can progress forward. So a crafting recipe, so I'll pick that up. Alright, let's keep on going. We're just gonna keep on just going up. Oh, nice. We got the waypoint over here too.
Sounds good. Does it work?
Okay, we got the nice little silver coin. I'm gonna go to the boiling lake. There's gonna be a unique enemy that we'll kill. It's like a little bird-looking thing, a giant chicken.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Another level up.
so.
Oh, another map. Nice. He's dead. Okay, here it is. The Basilisk. Oh my gosh, he just started deleting our HP like instantly. We need resistances really bad. Throw that tornado out. I really want that Hydrosphere back. But you see, the guy that told us, hold on, I'm doing something, he never came through. That's why, like, after, like, a minute... Oh. So what do we have over here? Okay. We need to get double rings with life resistances. And if we see any 2 stone rings, we'll start picking them up. Can we just throw them inside of the incubator? Heck, how's that incubator thing doing? Let's activate something. Let's get some stuff going with it. I don't know if these like sell for more to a vendor. I don't know if we get Alk. If we get Alk shards for it, it's still like not that bad right now. So we can definitely use those for maps later. But all we really needed is the acid. We can just talk to someone. There's 2 different people that we can talk to progress, and then we're gonna go up. I'm just gonna get rid of all these items that we picked up that I do not need. This is like super old. I don't need that anymore. And we just, oh, we got a leather belt. This could be an upgrade. Life. No, I just want like life. Leather belts will always have life on it, but I want like life and then something else too. I only really need Hydrosphere. I'm just gonna throw these in here. Just a dump tab right now. This we can use later. Map. Okay. There's something called an affinity, and if you buy the things, you can click where it says affinities, and it'll say maps, and that way I can just click on this, and it'll control click on it, and it will automatically put it in for us. We'll actually have another skill point to go ahead and throw in. I don't really feel like there's anything that I really want other than life right now, but I also really wanted to get the immunity to corrupted blood, which I'd have to go up here. Actually, we can get. No, you know what? I don't have Ascendency Chant anymore, so I have no source of, I guess we can go up here. The only other, like, life... There is actually a few life nodes down here, and we can actually get Wind Dancer. I want to get Wind Dancer. It's heavily nerfed, but I actually want to get it anyway. So, it gives you more attack, or it gives you 20% less attack damage if you've been hit by an attack, but you get more evasion rating if you, have been hit by attack recently. So, I mean, there is a huge... That is a pretty big downside, but it means every 4 seconds. I don't know, maybe I don't get it. It's so nerfed. I still think it can be okay. It's more evasion if you've been hit, but, like, yeah, the whole, like, less attack damage if you haven't been hit by an attack recently, that's, like, a really big, like, oof. You know what we'll do? We'll go down over here, because there's some suppression nodes that we can take. We can get our spell suppress chance, or crit chances increased by our chance to suppress spell damage. So that's like another form of survivability. There's a few more nodes over here if we want it, we can get. But I definitely want to grab this. Wind Dancer, I'll think about.
Warm nights.
It's a really weird mechanic how they've like changed it. Okay, we can get a chromatic out of this. More than likely we won't get a better quiver.
Until next time.
So I'm just gonna get the chromatic. Where's the no, accidentally I think I put my wisdom scrolls over there. Alright, now we're good.
Welcome.
Sell her this.
I will see you again.
Yes.
Hello Sonata, how you doing, mate? How's your league start going? Mine's going pretty good. I like it.
I'm not up to that just yet.
There we go.
My mana is gone.
So now we just keep on going up. a boss over here for one of the quests. If we find him, we can kill him. It's not really like required right now. But he can spawn. He's usually around the middle. Let's see if we can spot him. Start clearing out content so fast. How's our incubated item? 22,000. Yeah, that just takes way too long. I know that there's the node where you can get 25% faster. Hello, Skizzy, how you doing? Oh, you didn't get mage blood. Yeah, I mean that item's super rare though. Do you expect to get it like within the first like what? We're in, like the third day now, technically. I feel like that's asking for a lot, man. I'm not gonna bother with the lead mechanic anymore. Probably should actually invest into a better bow. Right now, like, our bows are 5 links, so it's a source for damage. So inside the tunnel, we do have a trial, so we want to hit that trial up. Which is... oh, unfortunately, I think it's all the way back there. Unlucky. You can't craft your staff yet, Skizzy? I'm not even at maps yet, so I probably couldn't help you out with that. But have you guys gotten anything good from the Scourge? I'm not using anything, I think, from the Scourge right now. I think it takes too long for lower level uniques. Like, it took way too long. Oops, there we go. You know how to click on that. I love having a stone golem. It makes things so much easier. It'd be even easier if I throw in vitality too. There we go. There's the portal. Now actually it's gonna be fast if I take the portal, go over there. Ah, you're level 92 now. Nice. Scourge seems like it's just from... oh, so you're saying like you're not even doing it until maps? Yeah, I got some of my like rings in the very beginning to go yellow. For that reason. And it was okay. But I feel like early on the density isn't there because you don't have the speed to get the density. But maybe we'll look into getting like a Star Conja pretty soon. I just want the movement speed though. Alright, so in this area, the quarry, we're actually just going to go to the left. Try to hug the left side of the wall. So start off... oh, okay, it went the other way. If that thing goes the correct way of like the zone, I will stick with it. But up until maps, I still don't even really do the Abyss mechanic. It's really hard to get something that's worth a lot. So you're going to go to the Shrine of the Winds. And you go see this lady, Kira. But you'll definitely notice, like, by the time we finish this act, we're definitely going to have to get a new bow. Like, we need just way more numbers.
My mana is gone.
Or if we get Cosprey's, and then we also get, like, 3 blues inside of our pair of boots, that'd be good, too. But so, with this boss's fight, there's a bunch of tornadoes that come by. Don't stand in them. That's all you really gotta do, and just keep moving. Since we invested so much into move speed, it's like so easy. A lot of the boss mechanics in this game, if you know how to avoid the attack, if you just like, shoot and move, you can pretty much beat almost all the bosses in the game without even getting hit. There are some exceptions though, I feel like. Got it like halfway down. Tornado. Be up. There we go. Well, there's something at least that it can chain off of. She can hit twice off of it. Not very much space over here. Where the heck is the boss? Oh, there she is. She'll kind of just pop out. There we go. Got it down. Some of these bosses, yeah, they'll just have a lot of HP. So if it takes you a while to kill them, no problem.
You were too beautiful for this ugly world.
Hello, Monkatana. How are you doing?
Goodbye.
You want to buy a bow like mine? Mine's not even good though. Like basically I just sorted them by DPS and took any bow that had the most DPS. I wouldn't say it's like really like good. Like my damage is still like okay. Like even though that boss fight took a while, because I'm doing Raja Archer, that stuff should clear up. Mostly like stragglers. So we shoot once and we move, and most of the stuff will die after like the next few hits. Like yellows won't die though, instantly. But once we get that crit multiplier and brittle, then everything will die fast again. Yeah, for a while we were like dominating. I just need a new bow. I'm gonna try to pick up. Actually, no, our bow is our 5-link, so maybe I can try to pick up a 5-link cost breeze for a couple chaos, and then I can. Wait, did I get the waypoint for the last area? I need to get the waypoint for the last area. Yeah, it's important. A quill raid. Ah. Can I show you what bow to buy? Yeah, I'm actually gonna be buying a bow very soon. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna go to Sin over here, and we're gonna get the thing. So yeah, let me just. I'm gonna put more skill points over here. So I do want to get more like life nodes. There's only 2 away. And there are some extra bow nodes, and there's actually this cold area over here. For more cold, and there's another cluster jewel socket, which is good. But I probably won't get any cluster jewels for a while, because for some reason, anytime you show cluster jewels, a lot of people that are new to the game get so scared, because like it's a weird mechanic for sure. Am I playing a build I'm familiar with? I've played Lightning Arrow before, and I've played. Last league I tried the. There's like a low life Petrified Blood with something that gives you like increased damage based off of the life that you're missing or something like that. With Doom Fletcher's Prism, you get that. It's like a really weird item. It gives you like all the elemental damage. Then you get an alternate quality tornado shot, and it becomes fun. And then you can do like Brittle, Sapped, Scorched. It's fun. But I would say I'm pretty familiar with this build. Like I probably wouldn't be like the #1 best player for this. Like I have Winter, I'm confident of, like, you know, I could do really well with that. Like this one I'm confident that it'll be like good enough to do most things, but like I will not melt. Like the I have Winter build that we made last time, that thing would deleted content. But like, you know, the difference between a boss fight that's maybe 30 seconds and 5 seconds, it's a huge amount of DPS difference. But like game is like you're not meant to kill things this fast. According to a lot of the people that worked on the game, they're like, well, I don't think I think it was in some like one of the videos. They don't want like rare monsters to be deleted instantly. But like I'm deleting them almost instantly before. Like I delete them before I get to see what their modifiers are. They don't want that. But I feel like that's part of the progression in an action RPG. Like, you should be able to feel powerful. I mean, the very beginning of the game, sure, that's how it is, but
I'm not up to that just yet.
I mean, I feel like the game is fun when I get to go fast. Oh, we have 2 options. We can go back left or back on the right side. Okay, most of the stuff is just melting so fast. Now those little like coils, don't stand next to them because we're gonna have a boss fight that is not the most friendly. I think he locked my golem outside. Oh, it's cool. He teleported in. Yeah, I really want that Hydrosphere back. Yeah. If you can, don't stand next to those things because it'll make him hit way harder.
My mana is gone.
But if I'm like dashing through him, it's fine. But like, since he's like slowed down, sometimes he gets frozen. It makes it much easier. It was actually pretty smooth this time. As soon as I say that, he's like, "What'd you say? I'm a one-shot you." Oh my gosh. I dashed right into it. He was listening, man. Yeah, we definitely need some more damage. Oh, there we go.
Look at this guy.
Make things a lot smoother for me. But that's okay. He's not supposed to be like... Most of the bosses aren't supposed to be like a complete walkover. Even though like the KO, we rolled that guy like so fast he didn't even have a chance to do his like actual attack. So we got that done. And we got that passive point. Nice. And we'll get some extra life. So hey, we're working towards more survivability now. And then we can get the one where it regenerates extra life while moving, and we'll see if we can get Hope Shredder. That's going to increase our damage by so much. It's a super cheap item. Let me see what it costs right now. I do want to also get some better armor. So let's see. Hope Shredder is currently, how much is this? Hope Shredder is 3 Chaos Orbs, so it's relatively cheap, but I don't think there's going to be any 5-link ones. I'll show you what we're looking at. Here we go. So I like this item. It's kind of dangerous because you take a bunch of damage based on the amount of frenzy charges that you have, but you also gain a defensive stat, which is chance to avoid elemental damage per frenzy charges. And you get really easy. You can get 5 frenzy charges. So, but that means 5 times this is 1,000 damage. But you also have cold resist. You also have some regen to kind of mitigate some of the downsides of it. But it adds so much damage for a very cheap amount. But we can also just go to bow. I can go to well, I'm not typing bow here. Type in bow at the top. I want 5 links, and I don't really care about really anything other than how much damage does it do. But I also have to be careful. I don't want it to say deals no whatever damage, and I forgot to go check the 1 Chaos Orb budget here, because that's our budget. Our budget is 1 Chaos, so DPS. And make sure it doesn't say, like, you can't deal a certain amount of damage. 1 Chaos right here, this is, wait, 316? The highest? That was the highest for a 5-link. 316. Ours was, like, what was ours? I don't remember what ours was off the top of my head. But let me see. Let me change this to, like, 3. Because that's like something where, you know, we can get 3. But I need to have the links, otherwise it's no fun. 360. Oh, so it's not that much more. Huh. Okay, because Hope Shredder's DPS. Let me go to Hope Shredder's DPS. Yeah, it's a lot more. And plus you get way more damage off of it. So maybe we'll just have to save up for it. But yeah, I don't know. If you want to check yours, an easy way to do it is to throw it into a program to check the damage. But I know some people don't want to like download things. It's fine. We'll be all right for now. Oh, we gotta take the Powder to Sin, and then we can meet him at the quarry.
Be careful.
She's gonna give us the Bottle of Storm.
Until next time.
I try to do all these at once, but. The other thing that we can do, see how this area was like locked off where I said we couldn't go to before? We will now go over to, we're at the refinery. It's fine, I don't think we need to go back over there. So we're going to go to the desert, go over there, and then there's also the Queen of the Sands is what we also want to complete here.
I'm not up to that just yet.
We already did the, what's that one called? That gives us a skill point. The Stormblade, yeah. That's one that gave us the skill point quest. So right now we can go to the Oasis. Kill the boss. So maybe what we'll do is we'll do some heists after this. Oh, this is just for this. I don't really care about it. But like everything else, we're one-shotting pretty much. So the game thinks our damage is like more than enough. So hideout right there. But yeah, the hybrid is just such a great option for like defense and offense to get like the cold to slow them down, so it makes like dodging everything super easy, and like so they can't even like get to you to touch you. But later we're gonna have knockback on crit. I think we actually need to go right over here, and that's another like form of survivability that's not counted by like the amount of HP that you have. There we go. Yep, it was right here. So this boss over here. Can I show what filter I'm using? I'm using a super old filter. If you do exclamation mark filter, it'll link you it if you would like to use the same one. But yeah, right now it's not strict at all. But I can up it. It's just because like for a new player's guide, there's certain items that I want to drop to explain things. Like, you know, the chromatic recipe, like all those things early on can really help out. So this boss, they've got like a person on a scorpion tail. It's kind of cool looking. And basically you follow them when you're in the Oasis area. And if you go all the way forward, they won't like let you fight them. You have to do it this way. I feel like they've made this boss much faster. Because usually it's not this fast. Like usually you have to fight like a couple groups, and I'm glad that they did that because it was kind of annoying. But careful, there's like quicksand, so try to go fast. Okay, so now we go over here. Oh, what the heck? They're like super low already. There's that tornado with the chain. So just try to stay away from the sand. It's kind of hard to see though. Well, like the quicksand is like obviously the one that like kind of moves. Just shoot once and move, and like it's a pretty easy boss fight. And I can't wait till we get Aston's Chant. That way it auto casts the Hydrosphere, which I really miss now. And now it's DPS time. Oh. It's kind of awesome that you can see where the boss is via the curse on them, the elemental weakness. Okay, there we go. So now we talk to the person. Okay, and we're done. Ooh, another passive. Orbs of Alteration. Usually you can just go to Navali and trade. It's so weird that you gotta wait till endgame, I guess, for that. Okay. Alright, so we have another skill point. Bam! That 10% increased life. And then, the only other one that I kind of wanted was the regen while moving. I'll definitely grab that later, but that's like specifically because Hope Shredder will just start shredding our life like really fast. But there's another, I think we already have it, right? It's we're almost maxed out on cold res 72, where it gives us +1 to maximum cold resist, which is awesome. So we, instead of 75 being the max, 76 becomes the max. Pretty much from here we just keep on going. So we go in here.
Farewell.
If we got currency, let's see, what are we at right now? It's like 35 minutes. It's pretty much coming towards the end of this area. So what I'm going to do is, it's up to you if you want to do it. I just don't happen to have the currency, and I really want some more damage for the next act. And I just want to go do some heists, and because this one's going to be short anyways. So let's do a heist here or there. I forgot, did I put him in the locker? I think I put him in one of these like tabs where I was just dumping things. There we go. Here's like a 47. Here's a 56. I'm going to just do the highest ones that I have. And if they're white, you can use an Orb of Alchemy to make them yellow, and they'll give you better results. But like hexproof is something I don't want to do, so I'll just skip over that one. We have 9 of these, so I just don't want to do. Okay. I just don't want to do if they're hexproof because it means less damage. So what we can do is we'll take the rogue marker. Let me go clean up my inventory because heists sometimes you're really constrained for room. Chevron's pace. I don't think this is worth anything. Yeah, it's not really worth anything. So let's just merge it off. Oh, okay. I have rogue marker right there. Perfect. So just activate this, and we have the waypoint, which is just the quarry. And I want to see if I can get enough currency to buy a new bow or something. New belt, I could get, maybe I can get some 2-stone rings, throw in an essence on them or something. That'd be nice. So we'll go to prepare heist. We'll throw this in. I'm just going to do one of these real quick.
Yeah. All right.
It's too low to reveal blueprints. Oh, that's fine.
Hope this ain't all on me.
Oh, I don't have the markers. Do I have to actually have them in my inventory? Can you buy the markers? How much is the thing?
Keep it simple, yeah?
It's 249, so let's see.
Need a trim? Need to keep busy.
Dang.
Be here if you need me.
Maybe I'll have to do one of the previous ones, like the lower ones. Let's see if we can do this 47.
What do you need?
Hope this ain't all
Okay, there we go. We just lacked like a little bit of the markers. You can also trade those with people. So it is another way you can get some extra currency if you want to just sell. But like heist is, for me, it's one of the easiest. But remember, if you get something really good like an Exalted Orb, just leave. It's not worth the risk.
I've got the best of you.
There's a currency one, nice.
You don't want it. I'll take it.
Look at this guy. Sounds good.
These aren't really worth anything.
Not quick, but not
You can also hotkey the mechanic. Do I sell the skeletons? No, I got rid of those too. Okay, alright, let's see.
My mana is gone.
Thank you very much.
Nothing. I mean, actually, our Orb of Regret is pretty much 1C. But we'll see what else we can get.
We got company.
Fuser. Okay. That.
Shut it.
Fuser. And you can also get items for your like mercenaries. These aren't really worth anything, unfortunately.
Who put you in a bad mood?
Oh, you know what? If there's saves, make sure you open those up beforehand. I forgot about those. Wait, oh, they still open up. Never mind. But I just know that you can open them up beforehand. Yeah, but chain makes everything so much faster. I love having chain in the build. Any bow build is just so good.
We hurt you?
Sometimes you have to have them do the little like mechanic as you go back. So like, see how there's a bunch? Sometimes it's scary to like walk through. Like if there's a lot of them, feel free to shoot a lot before going through. This could be a trap. And see, that only took us like, what, 2 or 3 minutes? And we have one, right now at the moment, regrets are worth 1. And then we get the, whatever item that we stole, we sell it, and then maybe we can do the next contract. That's what I'm hoping for.
Greetings.
So we talk to this guy, sell him the whatever item we stole, and we got 300. Now we can do the other one. I'm also going to sell all the other items that we picked up. Like, these aren't worth anything. Like, I'll double check. Actually, what's this one do? Some extra damage. Actually has life on it. Nice. But I don't want the pierce. The Kashu is not worth anything. So we're just going to sell these. Get whatever we can for it.
Good luck to you.
And then I'm just going to throw in all of my currency because there's just so many like different little things. And we've got, oh, we got 3 regrets. I should be able to get 5 if I just do like, well, 5 like chaos orbs. And then hopefully by that time I'll be able to get like a decent bow that sells. Because like a lot of times people just don't want to be bothered to sell an item that's worth like such a low amount. I don't want to do hexproof. There we go.
Just tell me where to go.
Can't see why I'd want to do that here.
And sometimes you'll get items that are specifically for the heist members, and you can equip them and deck them out.
All the variables. No deviating. I hope you don't expect me.
I'm not up to that.
Right now, oh, you should be kind of careful on going too fast. There are sometimes where there's mines, and you need them to disarm them, otherwise you will die instantly. Which is obviously no good. Oh, we'll pick up all the essences, 2 stone rings. Perfect. See, like this area right here. If I walked through that, I would have been dead. Let's see. I'm gonna open up all the chests if I can.
Time to take it apart.
I try to prioritize. It's kind of hard to see sometimes, but like I always prioritize getting the currency ones. Oh, we lost like half our HP right there. This is 56. What's this worth? I actually don't know what this card is worth. Sometimes one card can be worth a decent amount. There's really nothing that I could get except for like a pair of gloves that would be like a really nice upgrade here. That would be like just like a yellow item. While she's doing it, I'm gonna open up this. There's Quicksilver. Sometimes if you do move too far away, she won't open it anymore. Ooh, we almost died right there. That was close. But remember, if I die, I lose all these items that we picked up. I lose all of them. But there's nothing here that's like actually good.
Let's throw a wrench in the works.
I mean, like, yeah, Fuser's cute, but like, it's not gonna be really worth like no big money.
Look at this guy.
Oh, we got, what the heck? We got so many talismans off that. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna check if one of these is gonna be really good. Okay, if it doesn't allocate something with enchantment, then like I just feel like it's not really worth it. None of them have an enchantment. You can give them an enchantments. See if some of these rings could be okay. I should probably, yeah, we got the leather belt though. Definitely should replace her belt. So yeah, you can open up the safes. Usually there's 2, and they take like a little bit to open. Oh, there we go. We got a chaos orb. Like I said, if I got an Exalt, I would instantly dip out and just guarantee that I can walk out with it. Oh, she's so slow. Like I said, be careful in some of the areas. Because there are times where like you have to make sure there's no mines. And then now with this currency, we should be able to buy a better bow.
clockwork.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Whew, we're good.
The real
You could
treasure
just rush
is
straight
the
towards the exit too. You don't have to kill anything on the
way.
way. It's just, I just do it so I can get some extra XP and stuff. Okay, so now that we've got, let's sell this item.
Ahoy there!
But yeah, heist is a very good way to get
Farewell.
like some money earlier on in a league. Do we have a bunch of scrolls of wisdoms? Grab some out of my stash. I'm gonna put these ones away. Okay, so let's see this. Double resistances, some damage. I mean, this does give us good evasion rating, but the amount of like evasion rating, see that 76%? It's just like 1%. It's not really worth it. I'm gonna actually try to get multiple 2-stone rings. So we'll get multiple 2-stone rings, and then our character will be a lot more well-rounded. Let's see, this one gives us all attributes. 46 life is nice. Fire resist, chaos resistance, I won't worry about it right now. It's fine. Unless this rolled like 100 life, I'm probably not going to like use any of these talismans. But it's better to look over these items when you're in like a safe spot. It gives us 1 resistance. If it grants us a decent amount of life and multi-resistances, then that would be good. This item over here is not really worth anything, so it's just trash. And then this item isn't usually worth anything. It's called Wraith Lord. And there's a couple people trying to get like a chaos for it. What are the rolls on it? Ours rolled okay, but for the most part, it's probably not going to be a used item. Like, no one's looking for this item. So, it's probably just going to be going into the furnace.
Oh?
So I'm just going to get rid of all of them. Get some small little currencies off of it. 8%. Oh, wait, 66 life. If it just offered me... Well, it does offer me... Oh, it doesn't have an enchantment. The Divine Fervor is like 24% more ally damage. Yeah, it does give me 35 fire resistance, which is not bad. But yeah, we'll try to get two stone rings. Ideally, two stone rings that also grant us life is what we would want.
Hello.
Okay, so we've done a few of these. I think Orb of Regrets are still 1-1 in terms of Chaos Orbs. I'm going to double check on that because I have a few of these. We've got 3, and if I can just convert these real easy, 3-3, makes things pretty fast. Oh, I can get 4 Chaos Orbs with this guy. Hopefully this guy will, once again, just go to the PoE.trade website or the Path of Exile trade website. Hopefully this guy will go through. Otherwise it's 5-4, and I don't obviously have that. If I can get 3, that's fine though. Okay, that guy's not responding, so we'll go to this guy. And we'll go to the next guy. And the next guy. So let's see if we can get a better bow this time. Oh, there we go. Oh, I'm just gonna whisper this.
Can't see why I'd want to do that here.
Okay, so we'll just teleport to this guy. So sometimes you end up whispering too many people, because like, it happens. So we have 3 for 3. Bam. Thank you. And then now we have 5 Chaos Orbs. And now we go to the PoE trade website and we try to get a better bow. So now we have, type it in, bow, links 5, hit search, and let's see what we can get. Sorting them by DPS. Let's go. Like a 350, 500. Oh wait, well, I didn't put my limit of 5 Chaos Orbs. I was like, oh my gosh, what the heck just popped up? I just saw some massive amount of damage. Got too excited, man. So maybe like a 360. Okay, that's good. This is not too bad. It's not corrupted either. No physical damage is fine because I don't really deal it. But this one's not affected at all. I kind of want that one. It's got, what do we have? Well, getting 1 red isn't going to be like that big of a deal. How many chromes do we have? Because I'm going to kind of factor this into. And how much does he want for this? He wants 5. Okay. Let's see. This one gives me extra dex, and it's double resistances. I'm going to take this one because of the double resistances, and I've wanted the resistances, so if we can get this for 5, sure, I'll take it right now. There we go. I don't really want the fire damage too much. I'd prefer other damage, but it's fine. This is not like our end game bow, and in fact, it's kind of expensive right now. Usually these are like 1C, but... Oh, I could have also gotten a Hope Shredder instead, but the thing is that I need the sockets. Okay, that was fast. That's awesome. Okay, so this Herald of Ice, we're going to move over here. Okay, so now that we're done with this, we could still get a way better belt, but I don't know if I have the currency for that right now. I think we spent all of our money right there on that bow, and it's fine. I'm going to try to roll the bow to have 1 red socket. And if you go to your hideout, let me see if I don't know if they even give you those. We might have the craft. I don't know. Yeah, I think we got to do delve for it, but I'm going to check if I have it. Hello, cat. How you doing? Oh, you got the intuitive link. Nice. So in order to get your crafting bench here, I don't know if it'll come with the default, but if you need to, you go to decorations here. You click on the little arrow, and then you type in, well, shoot, what the heck? Okay, decorations. You would type in, oh, wait, you can't type it anymore? Anyways, you just type in, like, the whatever you need. I guess, can you not type it in now? Oh. Wow. Okay, so, like, I guess you just have to find it? Utility, okay. So I guess it would be utility, and then you just, whatever thing that you want to place, you can place it. It's like your own custom hideout, but I already have mine kind of set up, but if it's the first time doing it, you'll have to put it down. So, let me see if I have red. Okay, I guess I don't have it. I think you have to do delve for it. So I don't have the thing where it's like, it'll just give you a red. I have 31 chances. I just need 1 red. Okay, got it first try. Wow, is the streamer hacked client. So our damage is going to go way higher with this. Actually, what was the damage? Let's actually check the damage, because that's actually something important. Because I want to know, like, what was our damage before and what is our damage now? So our damage with our lightning arrow is 9,800. With this, it will be... What? Is something else activated? So now we have 8,800. I'm pretty sure this bow had more damage. Oh, the attack speed. This one does give us more resistances. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. Because, like, even though the numbers might be higher on this one, it's the attack speed that makes a huge difference, right? Not crazy. 8,800. Oh! Oh, I was gonna say, is it because I can't, like, use something? Like a requirement? So this bow was better? Or did I put it in the sockets wrong? 9,000. Oh, the flat physical damage on it is, like, non-existent. It's 13 to 20. Ah, okay. So I didn't factor that in. I mean, the resistances aren't bad. I'm trying to think about it. Do I actually want it? It's probably going to be better for us overall. I mean, our damage is already perfectly fine. I just felt like we could have got way more damage. So we'll sell this one for 3. This one, the double resistance is actually pretty nice, because then we will stop actually dying. We'll sacrifice, like, maybe, is that 8%, I think, DPS change? Wait, I can't even... Oh, you know why? I can't cast Stone Golem because it's on cast when damage taken. So I can cast it, then throw it back in, then I can activate it when I want to. But it's still an okay-ish upgrade. Ideally, I would have used that money if I knew the damage was going to be actually lower, because I don't remember the exact numbers when I bought the thing. But this is still technically, like, it is an upgrade in the defense category for sacrifice of DPS, which is something you said that I don't do, but we'll just use it.
I'm not up to that just yet.
But I would have tried to look for a 5-link cost breeze, if I could have, or a 5-link something for 3 or something. And then I would have tried to get a Hope Shredder.
Beauty will grow from your remains.
Oh wait, there's something else we can get. That is Voltail. Don't stand still if you see it. Stand still until it's like, I'm gonna pop, and then it'll pop, and yeah. But maybe we can get some of those tainted fusers now, and we can get just 2 of those would equal what we need. So I'm gonna activate it. Just because, not necessarily because I want to upgrade the item, which I don't even know if there's an item here anymore. It's still there, okay. Still trying to get that 6th link. But it's more so that these can drop, like later as you progress, they can drop an item that you can sell for a decent amount. I love just how you can shoot the wall and it bounces off and it hits. It's part of the chain. Oh, we got a Scourge skill point. Nice. So, let me actually move my face out of the way so you guys can see these. So we can add 4% transforming to add an explicit modifier to a magic or rare equipment. 2% chance when transforming to grant a beneficial. Oh yeah, usually I see most people getting both of these. So this lets you just get the negative modifier is going to be lower, and then this one makes the other one be higher. So like, you have a better chance for it to like not hurt you as much, if that makes any sense. But like I mentioned before, you can get all of the skill points, so it doesn't really matter what order you choose it in. Come on, Tujin. Ah, it's Danig.
Hail.
I only really like dealing with Tujin. The reason why is it's so fast. And you don't really need to know too much what you're doing. It's just like easy, fast. I want currency. And I've gotten exalts from him before. An exalt basically like on average is like 100 chaos orbs. It fluctuates, but it's usually like what it would be. And just one of those is usually enough to build your character up. Get all like your pieces of gear kind of set up. Oh, they moved the crafting benches in Delve? Really? Oh. I always did it for the socket colors, but that's good. So is it just like in the maps now?
I'm not up to that just yet.
So we should keep on going until we get to the black core. Then I'll activate this. And then now we got to go through all these different areas. Each one has a boss. Yeah, so your damage is still like totally fine. It's just now that we have a lot more survivability. So what's that? Oh, I have all of my max now because I activated one flask. That's good. Pretty much just move and shoot and you'll be fine. Like, she's so slow, especially when she's chilled out. But her scream will do massive amounts of damage. So if she's gonna scream, you should probably move away.
My mana is gone.
No, it looks like we just tanked it and it's like fine. All those extra defenses came in. Maybe we have an upgrade on the belt. No, it wouldn't need to roll really good. Let's see. We got an upgrade on the ring. Nope. Another skill point. Let's go more life. More life. 2 more life nodes. And then we have that other one. Oh, for boss fights, yeah, we could swap out the greater multiple projectiles. It's not a bad idea because we do lose damage with it. Like, how much damage would we gain? Oh, hold on. This area kind of has stuff that attacks us while we're not looking. So our damage is 10,000 right now. We take out the greater multiple projectiles. We get a decent amount of extra damage. But the thing is that if we have chain, it can be better, especially with tornado shot. Although we're not using tornado shot at this second, so. But when we do, yeah, tornado shot overlap. Oh, it's so nice, so good. And then also, since like they get knocked back in like so many different directions, a lot of times the boss like can't even touch you if he's like melee only. But yeah, that's a good thing to mention. It's perma knockback. Oh yeah, like especially since I'm a Deadeye, which makes it so I can literally shoot the wall. Well, when I can damage him. Like I can shoot the wall, and you see how it just bounces and hits him? That's because chain's amazing with Deadeye. Like you don't even need to actually shoot at your target. Like how cool is that? I just want the Hydrosphere to be on auto cast. Or if we get a 3 blue, I can swap to Ice Shot or Lightning Arrow and fully commit to either Hail of Thunder and Wrath, or what I'm doing right now is Ice and Hatred, just so I can have the ability to have more survivability. And plus for like a new player guide, Ice is so good because freezing the bosses or the enemies makes it so they like literally can't do anything. And yeah, our damage is totally fine still, even though we lowered the damage. Right. But that's just how Path of Exile is. You can sacrifice defenses for damage. But there's a point where like you have enough damage, and I'd say I'm still like decent for damage. Like, I've got way more than I need right now. Like if I'm one-shotting things, then the build's good. Like it's solid. You don't have to one-shot the bosses. That's asking for way too much. So these are the same bosses that we fought before. Like that last guy, I mean, like you saw, it's just kind of just shoot, move. This one, don't stand inside the blue tornadoes. They do damage. And then she has those books. The books are kind of harder to see this time around.
My mana is gone.
Because it's just that tile set and there's just more things going on. Looks like our golem buddy died, but if we take damage, the golem will come out. Because I'm using cast when damage taken. Come on, golem, come out. There we go. Well, no, it did steel skin. I'm gonna take the damage, get the golem out. Come on, get my give me my golem. Okay. I guess I want to put golem on something else though, or if it was just not fully four-linked. Oh, it looks like we did get our golem, but he died instantly. I think is what happened. I was so focusing on like getting the golem. Eventually we can get one pierce. It's not the end of the world. You know how I said like pierce is bad? It is bad though. What we would want is we get something called Vengeance Cascade on an amulet as an enchantment. And then it becomes good. So yeah, pretty good on time. Ooh. Probably sell that bow that we got for like 1 chaos or both. Well, I shouldn't have bought this one though. But this boss is pretty easy. It's basically like all the bosses combined. Just trying to stand on the areas where you see these little purple lines coming through. Then it's just the same mechanic. The books come out. Don't stand on them. Make sure we get a bunch. That thing does lots of damage. So if you sit further back from him, you'll be okay. I just got close because I wanted the tornado to be close. Ooh. The screen just gets cluttered with so many like projectiles and things. There we go. Okay, now, one thing is very important. Do not go back to town in here. If you go back to town, you have to fight the boss again. You actually have to click on her and see the Oriath. I did this one time during a playthrough, and I was like, what the heck, man? You found Rat's Nest in Act 2? Oh, that's actually pretty good, but like, there's no way you can even use it. Like, it doesn't have like a it has like a level requirement. 55. Act 2, it's like actually insane. But so yeah, we're pretty like, yeah, we got some extra time here. So what I do want to do is I'm gonna do like a couple heist runs. I'm just gonna do it in this play session here, but this is the end of this act. But I want to do a couple of these just so I can farm up some currency and make things much easier. What I want is a better belt. I could get a better chest piece as well. Like I mentioned before, I wanted Cosprey's for the extra curse. But yeah, this thing that we bought was just kind of bad. Let's go ahead and just do some heists though. But like heist, getting the extra defenses is 100% worth it because if we die, we lose everything. So this one has monsters or hexproof. Let's say I don't like that, right? This is actually a good tip though. I can scour it and make it so it's completely white again, and then put it back to yellow. And this one makes it changes the rolls on it. So there are ways to change the modifiers to make it easier and harder. We're gonna activate this. Go back in. We're gonna go do a couple heists. I think it's like 107 here for the play session time. But feel free to do these. These are like, if you want like money, this is one of the easiest areas to get it and like more consistent ways.
Just keep me alive.
I don't care about the earning that blueprint thing. That's something later we'll talk about, but like it's like low level, so it's fine.
Forgot to tell
Remember,
you.
if you get an exalt, leave.
With us on this job.
It's not worth the risk.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Make him suffer.
There we go.
All yours. Don't need it.
I see you.
And had all of them drop at once.
Go on. You got
But
him.
there's fossils up there. I don't really care about the fossils, but come on. Come on. How many is there? Sometimes you get fossils that are worth something. I don't know why I'm looking at the bows. The only reason why I'm using this bow is because it's linked.
I see you. Should have run, mate. Put you in a bad mood.
No more all yours. Don't need it.
Make him suffer.
Picking up all the rings and stuff, because I could definitely get an upgrade in the ring department. Chances are pretty slim, but
Good. Lead the way.
you never know.
Bing, bing.
Oh, what was that? Oh, Belt of the Deceiver. This is usually worth like 1 Chaos Orb, but I'll see what it's worth now. It's a decent little unique item. Is he opening up this door?
Incoming.
You'll stay out of it.
I don't know where's this area that he can open up over here too. Like it's saying that he can open up one of these.
You're dead.
Nah, go on. You got him.
Go get the target. I got ya.
Your link build is DOA? Oh. So your build's bricked? That happens, man.
Wasn't worth it,
I remember like with some of the mana costs and like the cast when damage, or the cast when damage taken, or like the cast on crit builds, they were really upset about the newer changes on 3.15. But for me, I see it kind of more as like a challenge to adapt and overcome. So I guess that's weird that showed up before we even like had the option to even click on it. Oh, there wasn't anything good. If we die here, I honestly don't care too much. Still wouldn't mind getting like the small little like things, maybe some like what, a scour? Oh no, we didn't even get a scour. Maybe the rings could be good. I have no idea, but we'll find out.
Oh, bloody do it, mate.
Go!
Maybe 2 or 3 of these, just so we can get a better like.
Honestly, didn't think we'd make it.
Honestly, kind of wish you did.
We could actually get a better helm too. Starconjas could be a good thing to look at, and I'll show you guys that when we kind of have some more currency to maybe get some of these things. So let's identify these. So let's see if this is worth anything. I'm using my little scan tool, and it's worth definitely 1 chaos. The rolls on it are pretty bad, but yeah, you could definitely sell for 1 chaos pretty easy. So we'll go ahead and list it. 1 chaos orb. And if you don't have a premium stash type, you can spam in like the trade chat. It's kind of like annoying. It's the one thing I feel like they should give you at least 1 premium stash type, because you need it to actually sell your gear, because what you have to do is you have to make sure it has this public checked in, and you can't do that with a normal stash type. Strength and intelligence? Oh, that's not even that bad. But I want double resistances if I'm going to like use it. Sell all these things.
What
there.
have you got for me? Ah, how lovely.
I'll see what Jagged Fossil's worth. 1 is worth 3 chaos? Nice. Maybe that's the only thing I need. So let's see. There's a there's a lot for 2 chaos. If I sell it for 1, it'll sell real fast, but I kind of really don't care. I do want to sell it fast. I'll put it on for 2, and I'll do the run, and then when we come back out, we'll see what we can get for it. Scours can actually go for, I think, 0.5. Let me see. Yeah, so basically, Scours, I could sell 2 Scours is 1 Chaos Orb, about. Like I said, I usually use Chaos because it's an easier like form of currency to start understanding like the game. What is one? Oh yeah, Hydra. I still want to put that in somewhere, but we gotta fit it in eventually. Just gonna save this. Okay. Oh, there we go. Invite to party. There we go. Perfect. He wanted to buy it for 2 instantly. We'll go to his hideout. And that's 2 chaos instantly. And we'll see if we can get do I have 1 chaos? What do I have for like my his hideout is weird. Oh, he went to my hideout. No problem at all. Alright. There we go. Thank you. And let me see if we can get, I don't know if we can get a 5-link cost breeze, but I think that's going to be the easiest. Oh, we don't even have any chaos, so that's what we got. Let me see if we can get cost breeze real quick. Oh, something. Oh, okay, perfect. Someone else wanted to buy the bow. It's like, wow, awesome. Oh, that thing was already sold. Sold. Oh, okay. Well, that worked out pretty good. Okay. Yeah. So I don't remember what we bought this for. I think we bought it for like 1, I want to say. Nice little thing. And he's just taking his sweet time to like look at it. He wanted the bow, right? Okay. There we go. And now we got 5. So hopefully now we can go and purchase what I want to actually get, which is either a 5-link cost breeze will, And this is the armor that I like. Let's see if we can get a 5 link. Because 5 links should be pretty cheap this league. 8? Really? Okay. At this point, I'll take any 5 link armor, and then I'll spend a couple. I'll just spend like 5 more chaos, and we'll get a good bow. We'll have the armor will be kind of like worse, but it's because it has the sockets, and the bow can be way better because I don't need the links to be in the bow. If that makes any sense. But I'm also gonna check the bow category. Like if I can go to bow, go to DPS. We had like 300 and something on our current bow. I need to have at least 5 links. If we can get a bow that's perfectly socketed, awesome. Oh wait, we need to also put that limit of 5 chaos orbs as our like price point. Because if I do non-5 link, there's gonna be so many, and it would be way easier. So 360. This is basically what we had before. Like maybe a little bit is increased. It's probably not that much of a difference. So what we would do is I would go erase this, keep it at 5 chaos orbs, and then we're gonna get 5 link armor, then just get the highest bow that has, or the highest DPS bow that we can get. And look, for 1 chaos orb I can get a 510, and the only downside is no lightning, and this is like way more damage. It's okay, the other one says deal no physical, but that's fine. I deal all elemental anyways. It's no downside. But this one is 4 link and it has like sockets in it. For 1 chaos, oh, it's got double resistance? What? I mean, I can't say no to that. There is a downside of the negative resistance, but like it's basically mitigated by the other. Yeah, this is great for 1. If I can get this for 1, awesome. Super awesome. So let's give him a second to maybe respawn to my offer, or to it. Yeah. Sometimes there's just no response, though. This might be the case. And if you don't get one, don't worry. There's always good deals on PoE. Ours was like 360, so if we get something that's like way over like a 500, that should be really good. That's a 5. I'd honestly rather get Hope Shredder. Hope Shredder does so much more damage. 1x 10c. Usually you want like it fires additional arrows, but this one's 2 level of bow gems, which is actually pretty good. So yeah, I'll probably end up just getting a Hope Shredder, because like Hope Shredder is just so good. There's one for 5 that has 5 sockets, but not 5 links. I need those links. Otherwise, I'm going to prioritize getting an armor first. So doesn't look like we're gonna get that. So what is the armor that we're using? Bronze Lith. I'm just gonna go to armor, because I don't think that guy's gonna respond. It's fine. It's not like it is a really good deal, but it's not like impossible to get. So chest, body armor is what it's called. So we go to body armor, and then we go to search. Oh wait, 5 chaos orb, 5 link, as much evasion as possible. I don't know why that's set for 1 mirror. Put 5 chaos orbs as max. I don't know why that's costing that. Oh, this is one that has regen life. Oh, we got wait 5 link cross breach for 5. Go. Look at that one, just came up live. Oh, we getting it, dude. We are getting it. Nice. And then now I can just get whatever on the bow. Like, I don't even need to have the links or anything. Although I do want it to have the correct colors, and it might take us a couple tries to get the correct colors. Oh, yes. Yes. And we can use it next level. Awesome. So, like I said, you can also have, like, whatever you're searching for on another monitor, and it'll just kind of work out. So what I do want it to have, I'm going to, like, leave this area. Let's go back to, well, we just got into Act 10. But, what I do want to do is we're going to do some more high so I can get my other thing. But yeah, this is going to be great because, it's going to give me some resistances. We lose the movement speed, but, we also gain, oh, it's just evasion. Cool. For some reason, I thought I had energy shield. That's fine, though. All that matters is that it's actually better because it's going to be easier to roll on it. So what I want it to do is just have 1 red. Like, one red. Why does it have blue? Okay, just one red. Good. Okay, so now that we have this, I need this to have 3 blue. I'm not going to roll it. I'm just going to try to buy someone else's, but I do need this. This is something that we will need. Because now if the enemy is hexproof, it doesn't matter. And this will just give us an additional curse. Eventually, I'm going to get so many curses, it's going to be insane. Actually, with Lion Eyes, I can get 2 blue and 1... can you put temp chains on this? Either way, I just need to put more... as many... they're called hexes. Not, you can curse the enemy more times, but a curse is a hex in the game. But yeah, this was awesome. This was an awesome find because I need this. And now we're just gonna do what do you 120. Maybe we could make it about a 130 video. So let's go back and do the heist. Get about five-ish chaos currency, and then we will. Like, if I got that bow, I wouldn't have gotten this armor, which is, it's just so perfect. But later on in the league, like, this will cost, like, 1. It's just, like, early first few, like, maybe even, like, first week is, like, the prices of things are so inflated, I would say. But it makes sense. Oh, I have a bunch of fusers, actually. What's that? Yeah, I'm not going to really use fusers right now. I'm not going to, I just usually buy my stuff, like, all pretty much perfected out. Like, and it's not, like, even that much to get like an item that you want like the right colors or the right amount of sockets usually. But let's see. So like I know jewelers right here. We have 56 of these. These are usually let's see what they're going for actually. I shouldn't just make up a number right now. But keep in mind all of these prices fluctuate. So it's basically 100 for 5. So 21 that's about like normal. Fusers, let's see what fusers are going for. We have 16 fusers. We can get 2 chaos for 11. I mean, like, let's just keep on doing the heist, because maybe I'll just get something off the heist and I don't have to mess with that. But I'll keep this in my inventory because it's something I want to use. Let's go to, did I use all my heist things? All my little... And if you run out, it's totally fine. This guy has them for orbs of chance, and you should have some orbs of chance. So how many do I have? We've got 6 of them.
Good job.
So, some will cost orb of alchemy. Some of them will cost different things. So I guess the white ones just cost orb of chance. The other ones, some will cost orb of alchemy. Okay. I mean... Some of them will also require you to have like something level 2. This one looks like level 1. I'm just going to take the level 1 ones because I don't know what level our mercenaries are. Because when we go to prepare, we put one in. I'm just going to throw in... let's see, I have a few transmutes. I'm just going to convert these. So as long as it doesn't have like reflect. I don't even know if you can get reflect. So this is like our deception level 1. Oh, I don't know anyone with deception, so I can't do that one. Cool. Let me just do this guy. This guy's level 2. He's about to be level 3. I just didn't remember off the top of my head. And if you talk to these people, you can like, you can go to their inventory.
Yes.
Oh, you can just take a contract.
Yes.
Oh.
I'll be here when you need me.
Okay.
Greetings.
Okay. Let's go do the heist.
Always get nostalgic before a job. Almost miss me old crew.
But yeah, then we can throw on Sniper's Mark onto something. Which we will do. And we can get some more damage off of like bosses as well. So I think there's a thing that like scans. I just don't even care. I just ignore it. Oh, okay, we got an item for that league mechanic.
Before they make too much noise.
Some jeweler's orbs, nice.
Good.
So sometimes you won't be able to open up all the chests, just as a heads up. But the small chests are generally a little bit better. Oh, we got double 2 stone rings. Nice. But early on, you should be able to get all of them. This is a 6-socket item. So we'll pick up all the 6-socket items. Basically, 3 6-socket items equals 1 chaos orb. unless it rolls really good. Maybe you'd be able to sell it, but this is corrupted. So, like, people wouldn't be able to craft off it, but, like, at our item level, we might not... Ooh, we took some massive damage all of a sudden. It was almost scary. We can actually do maybe one more heist. So he goes over here and then he pulls the lever.
Almost there. Don't screw it up.
This one's like super fast.
Oh, bloody do it, mate.
We haven't popped at all yet, which is awesome. So yeah, if you die, you lose everything, but there wasn't anything on this one.
Ah, my lovely Ardia. How about a celebratory?
But just seeing all those items drop when you fail, it just feels so bad, man. Okay, so let's see if we got any good ones. Life. Oh, intelligence is good. We just had like another resistance, I think about it. Increase ooh. We get 33% increased elemental damage. It's got, yeah, this one's like actually like pretty decent. Nice. So we're pretty close to res cap, and then we actually got some extra damage too, I think. Let's see. Well, the actual numbers on the damage, even though this says we get more damage, the extra 40 to 60. But you can see how good those rings were. They really lasted us a long time. So we're gonna sell all these items now. Wait, 30 move speed and life? I don't know. Let's see. Via my little scanner tool, let's go ahead and actually show you guys how it can work. So what we're looking for is 30 movement speed. That total life is pretty good, and the extra strength, that's pretty good too. The other thing is like, it's whatever. It's really not something desirable. So if I could sell this for 2 chaos, I will sell it for 2 chaos. What I'm going to do is I'm going to list it for 1 chaos because I just want to sell it quick. I want someone to see it and be like, wow, that's a good deal, because I like hooking up people with deals too. I'm just checking if anything could be lowered in price, because I sell everything for like 1 chaos earlier on. And if I don't sell it for 1 chaos, it's usually just whatever for me. These, I don't even know if these will sell for 1 chaos still. Oh, these all sell for 1 chaos still. Okay. 1 chaos. And if I can sell these for 1 chaos at this point, awesome. That's how much we paid for them. And they serve their purpose. And then we got like 1 free heist. Let's just do the one they give us for free and let's see what we got. What scanner tool? That's Awaken PoE trade. It's free and yeah, it's awesome. You won't get banned for it. It just...
You're pretty quiet, eh, Exile? Yeah, okay. You're pretty quiet.
Wait, what?
Good quality in a thief.
Break out of the facility.
We ain't alone.
Wait, what?
Place is crawling with guards.
Oh, did it not hit like start the contract or something? I think I went like backwards.
Hello.
Wait, what? Did it like glitch out? Huh. Because I could have sworn we put that thing in there. Yeah, I don't know what happened. It's okay. We'll just buy the contract. It doesn't really matter.
Have some contracts if you need one.
Engineering. I don't know which one we have. I don't know if we have engineering. Get brute force.
Be here if you need me.
And then we'll convert them to blue so we can get better rewards. As you can see, when you convert them to blue, like look, well, this one's already blue. But we have like extra time before lockdown. Flash charges reduction isn't really fun, so let's say I didn't like that one. I'm gonna remove that. Less effective curse on monsters. Sure, whatever. It doesn't really matter. What was the other negative modifier? Less recovery per 25%, whatever. So I'm just gonna throw this in. It's like the guy that has the brute force points. Go in. And this one will wrap it up. And I'm gonna maybe do a couple more. I'm gonna see like I might just convert all the currency that I currently have into chaos orbs. And just get like a bow.
Pleasure to meet
Thank you very much.
There's a chaos orb. Perfect. There we go. There's one. Nice. And as you progress, you'll get way better rewards. It's just, in the very beginning, it's kind of rough.
Look at this guy.
I think that gives us like extra fire damage. I've used that thing before.
You're nicked.
And there's some fossils. Last fossil we sold for a little
No
bit.
more distractions.
But eventually we won't be able to open up all the chests. I recommend always open up small chests.
Thank you very
Oh, I got
much.
2 chaos orbs on that one. Alright, so we can only open up one more before it goes into what's called lockdown. It doesn't mean you can't still open up the chests, but it does make things much harder. So usually I open up the door first, then I'm going to go back, grab this one, and then run over. At least that's the plan. So as soon as that door gets open, I'm going to check for the safes on the sides. No. Okay. So what we're going to do... Actually, I think it goes into lockdown. Wait, I think it gives you time before lockdown, if I remember correctly. Let me double check on this, because it's been a while. Steal the item. Yeah, okay. We still have 20 seconds. There we go. So I was correct on that. So now we can still get the item and still, like, peace out. I like this guy the most. The reason why he, like, bursts in and, like, it really helps out. Because then he, like, gets aggro. And later you'll be able to open up more chests, like, when you're running away. It's awesome. I'm probably just gonna buy that Hope Shredder. Are we oh, 67 right now.
Unbelievable success.
So yeah, when we get Hope Shredder, our DPS is gonna be solid. And that's like 3 chaos, and I think we should have about 3 right now. Yeah, what we're gonna do. So this is gonna wrap it up for this part, but I might do one more heist if I could sell 11 of these fusers. I might just keep them, and then I'm just gonna farm one more heist. But maybe we'll do that on the next part, because I kind of want it to be like real, like beginner friendly, and like I want you guys to see the process of making a good character. So this one gives us 8 to all LE res, not bad. But this one just gives us the extra damage. I value damage. So let's go sell everything, and let's see the items, because that's like part of the excitement too. I don't use claws, so that's not useful. Usually, again, you need like life if you want it to actually be worth something. Okay, looks like that's pretty much it. The rest is just like other things. Oh, let's see. So yeah, this is what the unique does. It extra fire damage from life. It's usually not worth anything. It's worth like 1 chaos. Okay, maybe we can get it. I doubt we'll be able to get a chaos for it. What are the rolls on it? It rolled perfect 40%. So one thing with this thing is when you scan, you can click in where it says 40% increased fire damage. It's not worth any much more. Okay. Sometimes if it rolls perfect, again, there's like weird builds that like want this specific item because it like works perfectly with something. I'm just gonna list it for 1 chaos though. All right, I want to grab this. Didn't want to throw this in here, and I'm just gonna put everything in here, and this is gonna go ahead and wrap it up for this part of our play session. And then the next time we will have I'll probably just show you guys right when we like are about to buy Hope Shredder. But thanks for tuning in for this part. Next part will be up very soon. Drop a like on your way out. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.